it going, everybody? Welcome, Level M Diecast. Hot Wheels premium stuff on tap today. We're going to start off with the Silver Series. This is the Tooned Golf set. I think I can speak for a lot of people when I say that I thought that this set was a complete joke. I didn't think this was going to be real. But here it is. It is here now. We do have the full set. 5 of 5. I bought a case. My case happened to be imported for some reason, so there's some odd jumbo on the back. But that is the mix right there. This mix, of course, is also hitting Walmart in the U.S. So we're going to start off with this one right here. 94 Toyota Supra. There's the card art. It's kind of cool. A80 Supra. So kind of an interesting look to it. So started off with our Toyota Supra, Tooned Toyota Supra. This one is in solid white with orange base. This is a metal base, by the way. So that's pretty nice. This actually would probably look pretty good if you swap this out with the Fast and Furious version they did of this Supra. Might be kind of nice to get some orange on orange. There is the deets on the front. Of course, it is silver label premium, so there should be additional prints all over this. It does have the taillight prints in the back, which look okay. They look a little bit on the Toon-ish side. There's a little Toyota symbol in there as well. You can barely see it in there, but there is a Toyota symbol. The little exhaust port right there is part of the interior. Of course, use the new, silver label premium wheels. A little bit of print on the front, no continuing wing print on the back, but not too bad. It's not the greatest, but I particularly like the Tooned cars. I think the Tooned cars are awesome. All right, next one up, the Tooned Manga, the Tooned Golf Manga Tuner. According to the card art, the card art is pretty cool. So we'll get this one cracked open. Number 4 of 5. Yes, we are going backwards through the mix. There is our Tooned. This one is also in solid white. Blue and orange print on this one. Of course, Golf on the front. This one doesn't get any print in the front, but it does get some taillight prints in the back, which is good. So I was going to be a little sour if they didn't do that. It's going to be like, man, you guys are super cheap. Plastic base, though. Unfortunately, no metal base with this one. So this is basically just a mainline. So you're going to be paying a premium for this. But the details are the same on both sides. And these are different wheels on these two to start it out. So a little bit of variation in there. All right, number 3 of 5, 1983 Silverado, Tooned Silverado, the C10. This one is in proper Golf deco, of course, with the baby blue, white stripe on the side, Golf logo right there on the door, Golf logo on the top. It is a chrome interior, so there's no print for headlights, but there is a little bit of print on there for the Chevy logo. See a little bow tie done up in there. Taillight prints are done up on the back. Looks good. It says Chevrolet. Very, very nice. Very not tuned. That's in regular Chevy deco. Font looks pretty good. It's a relatively average one. I think the wheel's a pretty good choice. It's the same wheel that they used on the Manga Tuner, just in full chrome. So this one will probably be a little bit more popular just because it's a C10, but it's probably not going to be the greatest. All right, Dodge Muscle Tuned 440. So there's a lot of print going on in here. Dodge Charger RT Muscle Tuned 440. I guess if you want to get a little bit complicated with it. 70 Dodge Charger. Get that guy popped out of there. This one also comes in proper Golf deco in that baby blue. This has print on the front, which is really nice. Really, really nice print on there. Looks good. A little bit of Golf deco on the top. Orange striping on there as well. This uses a combination of wheels. The same wheel that we've seen on the last two, plus it uses that kind of newer, like 10 spoke. Looks pretty good. Number 7 on the side, probably for 70 Charger. Golf on the rear quarter panel. Also gets prints in the back. Looks good. This one's really, really nice. This one also has a plastic base. That guy had a plastic base to the Silverado truck. And then a couple of orange stripes on the top. Too shabby. It looks pretty good. So a little bit of a theme going on right now. All right, the last one in the mix is going to break up the theme a little bit. Number 1 of 5, this is the Tooned Volkswagen Golf MK1. So all kinds of crazy stuff going on with that card art. But this one is in solid blue, which is nice. So definitely a good contrast to what we've been seeing with everything else that uses the same wheel that the Supra uses. It just has a little bit of the orange print on there, which makes it look a little bit different. So it's a little bit nice. Nothing particularly fancy on the side. It is in a really nice blue, little metallic blue Gulf deco on the side. Really, really nice to see taillights printed up on this. Really, really cool to see that. There's a spare tire in the back. The giant window. Teeth on the side, same on both. The prints on the front are really, really nice. I think they look good. Did a great job with those. Unfortunately, another plastic base, which is unfortunate, but at least that guy has extra print on him. I guess we'll go with that. So there is your golf set. Now, we're moving on to some more premium. I do have the newest Car Culture. This is Hammer Drops. I do believe this is considered a 2024 release. I think this is actually supposed to be the very last mix of 2024. There is the whole mix on the back. There is your assortment codes, yada, yada, yada. We'll start this one. We'll do this one backwards as well. Number 5 of 5. Going with the 787B. So we'll get this out of here. Really nice to see this one without contrasting wheels. I know the source material is going to have two different types of wheels, but I think it's nice just to get something in a little bit more uniformity. It says 787B on the side. Mazda, again, this is a flat, almost like a wrinkle finish to this model. So it just absorbs all glare whatsoever, which is kind of nice. Mazda speed on the front. Headlights done up. Looks okay. It's just okay. I mean, the headlights are supposed to be very three-dimensional, but with the whole model being painted black, it's kind of hard to do that. Red wing out the back. It does have a little bit of taillights on there as well. Of course, this model is a opening parts model. So the top pops off. There you go. The multi-piece. You can see right down into the base down there. The base is also matte black. Looks pretty good. It's an okay version. I don't particularly think it's the greatest of version. A little bit of print on the back besides those taillights, by the way. It's an okay version. You know, like I said, it's not the greatest, but at least the wing is not too horribly bad. It's a little bent, but it's not horribly bad. It looks okay. It's not gonna, do anything for winning awards or anything. Next one up in the mix, 4 of 5 Porsche 911 Carrera RS 2.7. Not a new casting. We have seen this one before. I think this one actually came out in a box diorama. It was its first debut, I think. Or it could have been Boulevard. But either way, this is not a new casting. It says Carrera on the side. Has those Fuchs style wheels. Details on the back look pretty good. It says Carrera RS. Porsche across the back. The tail lights are lensed, which is nice. That's part of the interior window. Details on the side. Just a little bit of a print on the door handle. And then, of course, your prototypical Porsche details on the front. The front turn signals are also lensed. It's a very, very, very nice casting. Get this flipped around there. There is your base deets. 2022 Mattel. So that one's been around for a little bit. But that one looks really, really good in the yellow with the Carrera on the side. I'm digging it. All right, number 3 of 5. This is easily going to be the peg warmer of the mix. Not because it's going to be necessarily a bad model, but MG Metro 6R4. For two reasons. For one, it doesn't really fit the motif of this theme. And two, it's a rally car, which doesn't fit the motif of collectors these days. So that's why I say this one will probably be a peg warmer. However, I think the execution of this model is fantastic. It uses the big steely wheels. Prints on the side are excellent. It has a lot of in-depth print in there. Taillights look pretty good. It's got the wing up the back. All the details on the side. Of course, it's MG. The prints on the front are especially nice, especially crisp. You see the Michelin Man on both quarters there. Looks good. It says Hot Wheels Rally. Eibach, all that good stuff. Print on the top of the window, or on top of the hood. And the blue is really, really nice. And, of course, it says Hot Wheels Rally right on the spoiler there on the back. The base is matte black. These are made in Thailand. But, almost dropped that thing like 2 times. It's a pretty decent model. I think it's pretty good. We've seen like 4 decos of that model already. So I'm happy that they're still using it, but we know it's not going to be a popular model. All right, another model that's already not seeming to be very popular. This is a brand spanking new casting. Brand spanking new casting debuting right here in Hammer Drops. Number 2 of 5, the Lancia Stratos Zero. this would be your chase piece. Unfortunately, I don't have a chase. I bought 2 cases, no chases, unfortunately. But this would be the chase piece just in solid black. I'm really excited about this casting. I think this is awesome. I love it. Straight out of the 70s. This was probably designed by Pininfarina or Bertone, one of the two, more than likely. It says Stratos on the back. It's got huge taillight all the way around. Details on the base look really, really good. See a little bit of engine detail in the back there with the 2 little exhaust ports. The side little panel right here is part of the interior, so you get a nice little color break. Bigger wheels in the back, smaller ones in the front. The aero blades look very, very good. It's got this crazy V print to it. That's all printed on the top. There is an interior in there. The window is ridiculously dark, but there is an interior in there. I'm not sure how much detail there is, but there is an interior in there. And then the basic print for what would be headlight area. And then just a panel on the front, which has, of course, the Lancia logo, which you can't make out because it is just unbelievably small. This casting is actually very, very, very tiny. It's very, very, very tiny. Like, I mean, it's just barely a little bit bigger than these Tooned cars. But I like it. I think it's very, very cool. That will also be coming out in a new color in a 2-pack as well. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, and the very last one in the mix, the Bugatti Veyron in number uno. This one is probably going to be the best of the mix. You guys know, if you've watched my channel, I'm a super, super Porsche biased one, but oh man, the 2-tone blue and white on the Veyron just is crazy. It's crazy. This is just perfect with the blue color matching wheels. This is by far the best model in this mix. No doubt about it, hands down. A little bit of print on there for the cap. The matching blue wheels is just bonkers. It's just bonkers to me. Taillight details look really, really good. There is your EB logo. This is, of course, the updated casting, the one that came out just a couple years ago, about 3 years ago. Not the original one from way back in the day. There is your base seats right there. 2022 Mattel. Looking excellent. It's so good. It's so good. You know, I'm a fan of the Chiron. I think the Chiron's the best Bugatti ever. But that particular Veyron is really, really nice. Really nice. So there you go. That is the latest 2 premium sets from Hot Wheels. Gulf Tooned and, of course, Hammer Drops. That one's not really a hammer drop. More of a drop than a hammer. The rest of these are definitely hammer drops. But I like this model. I think it's great. I'm glad they released it. I'm glad I have it in the collection. But it definitely doesn't fit. And there's a bazillion other castings they could have put in there. Especially stuff that they haven't been making for a long time. So anyways, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about those. Drop your comments about the MG. I always want to hear what everybody has to say about that. Anyways, we're going to roll out. Appreciate you. Catch you next time out here. Live